should have seen us going, passing the folks along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races. We went to bleeding races.
Oh, it's back through Bartes!
1862 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to another draw. John Sinclair TV back again. And tonight I've got Tony with us. And good evening, Tony.
Good evening, John. How are you? All right?
I'm great. How are you doing? You great? You good? Good?
Yeah, not too bad. Got darts a bit later on, but yeah, cup game.
Brilliant stuff. We get this on the show as quick as we can, so you can get yourself on the darts. And guys, you like the video, like what you see, please hit the like button. Give it a subscribe as well. If you like the super chat, click on the $sign. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p, not $4.99 or $8.99, 99p. And that'd be amazing. The reason to do this on tonight because Macy won't be available because she's having problems with the internet, doing the internet. So she can't get it until Thursday. So she will not be available, which is a pity because we love Macy, don't we? So we go straight into the comments. Well, big up to Tom, big up to Alan, big up to Night, even to you. Sefton's in the frame, in the house. Big up to Sefton again. Well, that's making me even kebabs nice, neat, good for you. And all these just so big up to Leslie, big up to Sefton, big up to Rolly. And big up to Cronlad, hi to you, hi to Let's Game, the kebabs, Sefton Mag, big up to JV, big up to Cronlad. Great news on Wilson's contract and Shelby return from the injury. We're going to chat about that closer to the show. They've got Mason, even to you. I've got a big super fan, Man United super fan, Claire Williams. I got to Claire. She's absolutely amazing. She's been on my show last year sometime. I've got to get back on again very, very soon. And Tom says, stay out the black and eat in the red. Big up to Andy, the big Guna. Ian and Jen, happy weekend for both. Come on, the Gunas. Big up to you, mate. And big up to Alan as well. It's all coming together. Brilliant. And also we've got Gary D. Even to Gary D. Big Isla Coffee as well. He must be about 13th in the queue, not first normally, but there you go. And Higuain has announced his retirement from football. That's the breaking news. Former Napoli Juve striker Gonzalo Higuain has retired from football at the age of 34, coming on 35. So he had a great career, Higuain as well. So wish him every success in the future. Right, let's go on straight to the first game. And we could do the Premiership round prediction as well. What score's going to be. You can join on the phone as well. And the first one I'm going to bring up is going to be Bournemouth against Leicester City. And I'm going to try and get that one scrolled as well. What do you think, Tony? Bournemouth against Leicester City.
Well, that's going to be a cracking game. It's down to the vitality. Now, it all depends on what happens tonight now, because I reckon a lot of people in the chat might even be watching the El Sacchio game tonight, which is like basically Leicester versus Forest. Either manager could lose their job on this result tonight. So it's going to be interesting. If Leicester lose tonight, I think Rodgers walks. Or if he doesn't walk, then there's something seriously wrong with Leicester. But then I've heard also he's got a £25 million compensation clause, so maybe it may be too much for them to pay him off. But if Leicester lose tonight, and we know what it's like when you're at the bottom and you haven't won a game, and you know when you're 7 or 8 games in, you haven't won. I mean, we know what it was like. It took us 14 games last season. If Leicester don't win tonight, and then they've got to travel all the way to Bournemouth, it's going to be a long old journey for them on Saturday.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, different team, I suppose, at home than they are away. I can see this being a draw, and I'm going to say 1-1.
Yep, that's fair enough. That's a good call. For me, I think this game depends on if Brendan Rodgers steers or not. For me, I think it's going to be another tricky game. I think for me, I'm going to say Bournemouth to win this game, and I'm going to say Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 0 for me. I know it's going to be tough. I'm going to say 2-0 to Bournemouth. So that would be very, very interesting there as well. So yeah, so let's see what the people in chat are seeing as well. If I can find it, it's 1-0 to Leicester, evening to Carl as well. And Sefton saying, I would like to know what you gossip about before the show goes live. Well, just general things, And Rodgers definitely won't walk because of that compensation clause. It's more down to whether Leicester sack him rather than Rodgers walking. I think he end up getting the sack because Leicester are going to have to give in. Do you know what I mean? If they get relegated, it's going to cost them a lot of money. Simple as that. To drop out the Premier League, we found out to our cost, not once but twice. Once each. 2-1 to Bournemouth, 2-1 to Bournemouth, and Rawley agree with Tom as well. So, like I said, I'm going to say 2-0 to Bournemouth. I mean, they're due for a win as well. They are playing well under Gary Neal, the caretaker manager, as well. So we'll see how one goes, people. Let's go on to the next one. We're going to look at Chelsea. I could flipping neck. I mean, again, I'm trying to get that one scrolled about the bottom. Will that work? Yeah, Chelsea against Wolves, Tony. That game, Wolves sacked the manager Bruno Lage, and Chelsea's just got their win. Against Palace. With Thiago Silva should have been sent off. Conor Gallagher scored against his former parent club. For me, I think should be a Chelsea win.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I can see, it's at Stamford Bridge. It's a Premier League home game for Graham Potter. Big game for him. Wolves might not have a manager in time, so they might be relying on whoever's taking charge of Wolves. I don't know who that is. Wolves haven't been great. I'm going to say Chelsea to win this game because I can just see Chelsea winning it in front of their own fans and getting Graham Potter up and running. So I think it'll be Chelsea 2, Wolves 0.
Yeah. I'm going to say Chelsea 3, Wolves 0 for me. And look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, but I think Wolves hasn't been that great this season. If you go to last season as well, they haven't been winning games at all, haven't they? Let's be real. And this season, they haven't been exactly brilliant. We should have won that game, by the way. Let's be real. But what I'm going to say, we should have won that game. I mean, should have denied a blatant penalty. Sean Longstaff as well. Got pulled back. ASM could have scored a winner. How many chances out in that game? It's just beyond me as well. So, looking at the next permanent manager for a Wolves job comes Sky Bet. Pedro Martins, 11-8 favourite. Ruben Amorim, I don't think he'll leave Sporting. He's 5-2. Julian Lopetegui, the Seville coach, he'll be sat soon. He's 5-1. Andres Villas-Boas and Sean Dyche, 10-1. Carlos Carvajal is 12-1. If I was a betting guy, for me personally, I wouldn't rule out Pablo Fonseca. Sergio Conceição, that's an interesting one. Plays good football on the Porto. For me, if I was a betting man, I would go for Carlos Carvajal. I think he would love to get back into English football. So that'd be very...
Really, John? Really?
Could be. He might want to come back to English
John,
football.
he's not that great manager, John.
Nah.
He only lasts one season and he's sacked because he's useless the second season. He done that with Swansea. I don't think they'll get Fonseca because Fonseca's at Lille, I think, isn't he, as manager?
Is that been confirmed? Fonseca at Lille?
I'm sure he's at Lille, John. I'm sure it was. I'm sure that was confirmed months ago.
No, that he's that's Lucien Favre. He's still in the job.
You're thinking of Nice, aren't you?
Lille. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's the new manager. Yes, they're putting him. You're absolutely right. I was thinking Nissan. Do apologise. There's Pablo Fonseca, the new head coach, Lille. So thank you for that, mate. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
I thought
that.
he was. I thought he was there. Yeah, because I'm thinking, well, that'll cost Wolves a lot of money because he's only not long been at Lille, has he? So
exactly. I mean, look, Lille's in financial straits, by the way. They really are. But we'll just see. But which one would have bet on that one? I just known that. Big John, Leicester, not tonight. I'm going for Nottingham Forest for me. Sure, Leicester are due for a win. I don't think they will. I think Forest will win that game, and I need as well. 1-0. Here, John and Tony, big up to Stata. Great win in the North London derby. 3-0 to Chelsea. 2-0 to Chelsea à la Coffee. 4-0 from Rowley. Leicester 3, Bournemouth 1. He will win into that Leicester not skin. I was saying Forest by a goal to 0. And who's the man to take over in your opinion? We got I like copy saying Steve Bruce again.
I think tonight's game. I think if you're expecting the game to explode from the start, that won't happen. I don't think. My opinion, tonight's game will start a bit cagey the first 15, 20 minutes. Nobody will want to give anything away either side. I think, but I think it will open up, and I think definitely after half time, the game will open up even more. And I think both sides will attack each other. It'll not be. It could turn out to be a great game. Could turn out to be a scrappy game. But I think Forest will win this tonight. And I know Forest beat them 4-1, and that was in the FA Cup, and that's a totally different thing. But Leicester had a strong enough team out in that FA Cup match as well. I'm actually thinking Forest are going to win this 3-1 tonight. I think that's what I said in the prediction last week. So I can see Forest winning this, and then that puts Leicester 6 points adrift at the bottom in a whole load of heap of poop, basically.
Absolutely. Tom, I got no idea who that guy is. I've never ever heard of him in my life. Seriously, I've not. Has anyone heard of this guy, right? Please. Who's he manage, right? I never heard of him. Steve Bruce for England. Claire Selshire, take a pop at management, John. Do you know what, Claire? If I did management, right, you could be me number 2. I'll tell you, you'd knock him in the shape, Claire. You know what I mean? Claire, she's a big Man U fan. She's always follows on a Friday, you know, with the Reds ladies as well. She is fantastic. She loves Strictly Come Dancing. She's the expert on that. And also, she is so passionate about her team as well. So big up to Claire. And it sounds like a Portuguese Steve Bruce. That is class. I love it. What a job is it, Johnny? You have the wrong one pinned. Yeah, I will do. I've got to get Jason on as well. So you're saying 2-0 to Chelsea, right?
Yes, I am, John. 2-0, yeah.
Champion stuff. So 2-0 for me. Just get on copied. I've got to get Jason wants to come on as well because I get Jason on. He'll be here soon as well. So we're going to get his prediction as well. So we're going to go back as well. Yeah, that's done for you, Jason, mate. Good evening, John, Tony. I'm running a bit late, but here now. Big up to Gareth as well, by the way. Tom's loving that as well. I'm not going to fall for that. Evening, I think Leicester will hammer Forest and each that's from Paul. And Claire saying, thank you so much, John. Always so kind. Well done, you win. Thank you so much, Claire. She always looks out for Newcastle United as well. And you know, she says nice things about the Toonami too. So Claire is absolutely amazing. So sure, Claire, some love, please. Boost next for Wolves or Sunderland. To be going Chelsea. So let's go straight on to the next game. And while Jason comes on, so we're going to talk about Manchester City versus Southampton. Now, Man City, like what they did yesterday to Man United, they absolutely destroyed them. Erling Haaland, the way he's going on in a minute, he was banging 50, 60 goals in his very first season. That guy is an absolute beast. He's a machine. He's powerful, yeah, and he's very, very quick. This guy, 51 million quid, has got to be one of the bargains of the century. I think Borussia Dortmund must be kicking themselves selling for that cheap.
Yeah, well, it was due to a clause in his contract, wasn't it, John? So that's why he went for 51 million. Now, when you look at it, right? If you look at this game, but if you look at Man City as a whole, I think this season we're the only team who's actually pushed them the hardest, and that's what we've probably been their hardest game this season, and that shows a lot how much we've improved as a club if we're their hardest game, because I've not seen any team take them on like we took them on. And I mean, the way we took them on that day, we should have won that game. You know, we could have truly have won that game. So, you know, and I don't think I've seen another team do anything like to Man City to what we did to them. Obviously, Haaland got one goal, but didn't have his shooting boots on for another goal. I can see Man City thumping Southampton here. And especially it's at the Etihad again. Haaland, Foden, they're both on fire now, aren't they? Both got hat-trick balls. I mean, did you see the nice touch that Amric Laporte done for Haaland? He wrote on his match ball. He says, you're going to get that many match balls. He says, I think I'm going to be signing more match balls than I will contracts.
Exactly. He scored 3 hat-tricks this season, didn't he, man?
Yeah.
3 hat-tricks. And that is 3 straight hat-tricks at home. This guy's lit. He's absolute epic. This guy is just absolutely amazing. And you know what it is? So he doesn't get many touches. The finishing yesterday, right, was absolutely awesome. I mean, that one where he scores a hat-trick from snapshot. Oh my God, that was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Big up to Erling Haaland, by the way. This guy, if I was going to mark out of 10, he gets a 10 for that game yesterday. He gets an absolute plum 10. Southampton, any case about Southampton?
I'm going to say, do you know what? It's going to be a hard game for them. Do you know, just trying to think. I know they beat Man U 6-3, but that's different. It's a derby match. And when you play a derby match, you're always up for it because you want to beat your rivals. You want the bragging rights, you know? Like, I can't wait till we play Sunderland again and get our bragging rights back, you know? It used to really piss me off when I saw us getting beaten. Di Canio doing their knee slides down the pitch, you know? And it was like, you just want to fuck off, mate, you know, basically to him. But, so I want to see us do that again. I want to see us do that to Sunderland, beat them 6-0 or whatever. But yeah, I think it's going to be a hard game for Southampton, John. I think I'm going to say 5-0 Man City.
For me, I was going to say the same. I think it's going to be something like 5, but Man City will concede. I think it's going to be 5-1 to Man City. 5-1 because they're so lethal, by the way. Big up to you, Jason. You all right, man?
No, not bad. Yourselves?
You're right.
Not
bad.
I'm canny, mate. I'm canny. Just great to have you back on, man. It's just great. We're just going to go for the score prediction as well for what you've missed, yeah? The first one for you is going to be we're going to go with Bournemouth against Leicester City. What's your prediction? How do you think it'll go?
I think Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are going to win that. Leicester have had a bad start. I think Rodgers is on thin ice. If he loses to Forest tonight, I think he's gone. I really do. I'm going Bournemouth for that. 2-0.
Yeah, that's what I've gone for as well, mate. That's what I've gone for because Bournemouth are doing really well now. Do you know what I mean? But they're not exciting to watch, but they make it hard to beat. And yeah, I said that as well. What about the game between Chelsea against Wolves? It's just sat the manager, and he just got Graham Potter as well. So you can't make a case for Wolves, really, can you? I think Chelsea are too good.
Yeah, you think that Chelsea will easily win that game. Probably go 3-1 Chelsea on that one, unless Bruce goes to Wolves because he could be on thin ice as we all know. So yeah, it could be like 12-0 Chelsea, but yeah, I'll go 3-1.
Fair enough. And just to catch up, so Man City against Southampton. Tony's going for 5-0. I'm going 5-1. Man City, I mean, the way they're going on with, they want to wrap it up before the World Cup. This guy, Erling Haaland, he is on fire. Who can stop this guy?
Joe Linton.
Could be.
One slide tackle, done. Season over.
Exactly. Probably get Bruno as well. Probably Jordan help you as well, sort of thing, man. But you know what it is, right? I mean, down far. To me, I think they'll win the league again this season. They're going to win the title. I think you must just give the title to them now, mate. Just give them the title. Just wrap it, right? Wrap the title. Get it done. Happy days. It's done and dusted, mate. It's done and dusted.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother calling them Man City. I might as just call them Haaland City. But that's all they're relying on is just scoring goals for fun. He's only 9 away. He's only nine away from the Golden Boot. That was already last season. So
he's making a mockery, isn't he? He's making a mockery of Premier League.
He finds it too easy. Just ship him off.
Absolutely. So score for that one.
I'd go. I'll go Haaland 4, Southampton 0.
Fair enough. Excuse me. I've got one from Gary as well. Big up to you, Gary. You can't really blame the Leicester managers down to the owners and not backing them in the summer transfer market, lads. Oh, yeah, that's a part of it as well. They're not helping them out at all whatsoever, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? But go on, Tony.
Problem with that is, John, it's not the fact. Well, it is fact he was let down by the owners, but the problem is Leicester haven't got the money to go out and spend on players. That's a problem. They've got to sell to buy. They had chances to get rid of Maddison. They had chances to get rid of Tielemans, and they refused point blank. And when they did sell their best centre-half for Fofana for £75 million, they'd done that the day before a transfer window. So they then brought this, I don't know what he's called, this Belgian defender in from France.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look anywhere near Premier League quality. And they had no chance of getting anybody else in. So that was their own fault. They should have let the players, they should have sold the players a lot earlier where they had a chance to get them in. And at the end of the day, they are where they are. They're right deservedly to be there. And as I said to you that day, John, the last time Leicester were in this position in 1983, they got relegated.
Absolutely. If you don't compete, you don't spend the money, you're going to be in big trouble. And that's exactly what's happening to Leicester right now. He's in big trouble. And, they need to fix it real quick. Otherwise, they'd be relegated. Trust us.
And Maddison's still saying no to a new contract. Keep it up, mate. I don't want you to sign one.
Nah. Come to us, James. Come to us, man.
That's where he wants to come, John. That's where he wants.
Absolutely. We've got a young manager there. One of the best young English managers of the country, alongside Graham Potter. You know what? Come to us, man. Come to us, James. You'll be loved at Newcastle United. And you get your England place back too. You can't really blame Leicester. I read that, didn't I? Carl saying, how many points have we got after 7 games last season? Any idea, lads? Not very many, Carl. Not very many. 3 or 4. No, less than that.
It was draws only, though, John.
Exactly. 3. That's the
In fact, it might have been less than that, John. Might only been 2 because we got a draw against Watford
Southampton.
And Southampton, yeah. So they had 2 points, I think it was, John. Yeah. That was when we should have beat Southampton, really. We should have drew that game.
Thanks to Lascelles' idiotical tackle on Armstrong. Absolutely idiotic. I knew that's a penalty straight away because I did a watch along the pool that day, sort of thing. So,
but the thing was, John, that day as well, it was all down to we didn't do game management. Had we done game management, we would never have conceded that penalty and would never have given that goal away.
Exactly.
It was simple game management. That's all you needed to do. You didn't need to go out and try and score another goal. It was just keep the ball, get it in the corner. Do what Shearer used to do. Take it in the corner and just stand there and let the players come and foul you because you'll always get a free kick or you'll get a throw in if they kick it out or a corner. And Shearer was the best one for it.
Exactly. We did have no one to hold the ball up front. That is the thing. That is the thing. Callum Wilson, he didn't get it, did he? But you're right, Tony, 110%. But game management, wrong. Steve Bruce to Wolves, he can talk about all his experiences since holidays to Portugal during his interview. I tell you what, don't give him the Sporting Lisbon job if he decides to move on to Wolves, do not give him the Sporting Lisbon job. Do you know what I mean? They don't do bacons in Portugal when they do, but they will understand it.
Make ace kebabs out there, though, John.
There is. There is. We'll go through these comments quickly before we go on to the next game. Man City 10-0. If Man U can score 9-0, why can't City do it? Exactly. We got 2 nights of the gaming. Love the fact West Brom were 6 when Boots took over, now 21st place after 11 in charge. 10 points. Wow, that's shocking, man. Will Isak be scoring goals so far and once fully fit? I hope he does. I'm an Isak fan. I think he's on fire as well. Will Isak get in the team now? Wilson's fit? Yeah, he will. I think Eddie will find a way to put him in. Bruce will probably wait for the England job. Oh, God help us, man. God help us. The score would be well pumped. Good evening to you, Garrett, and to Jason. A big up to Jesuia. Please hit those likes. Yeah, thanks for that. Please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing if you're new to that, sure. And if you live in Australia, New Zealand, or the South American, as you're watching it, if you do watch it, do hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you, Jesuia. And hit the like button. Please subscribe. It's only 99p like me, Sefton. Thank you, mate. And look at that one as well. We stopped him scoring. We stopped him scoring against us average when he played us. That was due to our defense. We did score, by the way. Pretty scary seeing a snake on the pitch during the game. It was me. Remember, me and Ryan would say Wolves will be back in relegation when everyone else out in the top 10. Yes, I can remember you saying that, Foxy, mate, pretty well. And obviously the breaking news post on Facebook where Newcastle will be winning the goal of the month all season. We haven't.
Yeah, I see that this morning.
Yeah,
based on the goals that we've been scoring all so far this season, every single goal is up for a goal of the month award.
We've won every award so far, John.
We have.
And Mickey's goal will be goal of. Well, Shearer said it'll be goal of the season and then goal of the month.
Still early days, yeah. Still early days, but it's a cracking goal, by the way. But, but definitely goal of the month for me, 100%. Hi, lads. Big up to Aaron, by the way. Big City fan. I think Rodgers getting sacked if they don't win that meet. It's quite possibility. Who's that to United? Who's that to Odor? I love it. Ransom apparently is a Toon fan. What did they call him last transfer window? I didn't know James was a Toon fan. Didn't know that at all. I thought he was a Coventry fan. Could be wrong. Big up, Carl. Let's just
Aberdeen as well.
He did on loan, did he? He saw that cracking goal against the Rangers. Beautiful. That's what I'm going to say. Beautiful. Let's just offer Fana said it would be fairly foolish to sell more in the same window when Newcastle are left to modest effing. If you get relegated, they have a better chance staying up with Madison, that's and Foxy as well. Big up to Miss Williams. Where do you think you'll finish the season? Me, Claire, I would say the way we're going at the minute, if we have not got conned against Liverpool, drop points at home, Bournemouth and Palace, will be top 4. All we need is more quality players coming in. I think it'll be top 6. I think Newcastle will probably finish, for me personally, I'll go 7th this season. I would go with 7th. Anything else will be a bonus. Who do you have in January window, lads? Madison or Mudryk? For me personally,
both.
I'll go both. I'll take Madison for now and then look at the situation in the summer. And then I'll go Mudryk in the summer.
Do you know what else I would do, John? If I was the owners of Newcastle United and you want Tielemans as well, I would do. I'll go to Leicester and I'd say, right, okay, Madison's got 18 months left. Tielemans got 6 months left. Tell you what, there's an offer for both players. Take it or leave it. But don't give them a derisory offer, like a low offer. Give them a decent offer and say, look, if the club said, look, there's 52 million for both players. Take it or leave it. Leicester may think, oh, well, that's 35 for Madison, 17 for Tielemans. It's a no-brainer in my eyes, and I'll tell you what a hell of a midfield we would have, John.
And to sweeten the deal, we can throw over Chris Wood.
Yeah, and give them Dubravka. Send Chris Wood back to Leicester. Send Dubravka as well.
Absolutely,
because that man. I do not want him back at the club now. Dubravka, I'm sorry, he's finished at the club because he shouted about getting away out of the club after he lost his place to Pope. Didn't want to play a second fiddle. Went to Man United, not been in the last 2 squads. So there you go, Martin. enjoy rotting away there because you've done exactly what you want to do, and you've had your chance now. Don't come back.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so, but you can't go and have a go at the club like
I'll
that.
probably get hammered for that now, John. But yes, he's been a good servant, John.
Yeah,
he's been a great servant. But I'm sorry the way he's gone on about the club and spat his tummy out. I'm sorry, we don't want him back. We don't want players like that in the dressing room.
Nah, we got a good dressing room. We got a good team spirit. We don't want bad eggs in the team at all whatsoever. And I hope some of the fans will totally understand that what we are saying. Simple as that. Let's go on to got some more comments coming through. Let's have a look. Yeah. So we're going to the next one. We're going to go with game Newcastle against Brentford, St James's Park. Newcastle had a fantastic win on Saturday against Fulham away from home. We could be getting ASM back. We could, right, have a stronger team as well. Julian could be back as well. Jason, I'll start with you. How will it go? And also, what do you think the game's going to be like in that game? We need to win this game.
Well, home advantage, so the crowd is going to be on point in that for starters. Last time we played them, that was the 3-3 draw, wasn't it? What was meant to be Eddie's first game, but Tyndall took charge of that. That's when we finally saw a brand new Joe Linton appear. I think we're going to win it. I do think we're going to win it unless VAR want to step in like they have done all season. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. I do see Brentford scoring. They were quite the team to watch last season with the way they played their attacking play. They were quite enjoyable to watch. I'd probably go for... I think I'll go for a 3-1.
Yeah. 3-1 to Newcastle. And Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, we're playing well at the minute, John. We got that 4-1 win, so things are looking up. Maybe ASM's back. Maybe Isak's back. We don't know.
I think Isak's out for a month.
He's running on grass according to Eddie House, so we don't know. Apparently, this leg injury isn't that serious, so we don't know what it is. Something to do with muscle, I think, but whatever it is, we'll find out anyway. No doubt, Eddie, I will update everybody on Friday. It's going to be an interesting game. Brentford have been playing well, but I can see us winning this game. Wilson's on fire. The whole team's on fire. Bruno's getting us back to his best again, and it was right to take him off after 59 minutes because we were 4-0 up. Why keep him on the pitch longer? Although when I listened to Eddie Howe's post-match interview, I nearly actually choked on my drink because I couldn't help but hear what he said. And I don't know if you've heard his post-match reaction, John or Jason, but what he did say was, he said, yeah, we didn't have Isak, he says, but we've got Callum Wilson. And he says, Callum Wilson knows he has to play well because he's got Chris Wood breathing down his neck. And I thought, hang on a minute, Eddie, are you bloody sure what you've just said there? Chris Wood's breathing down his neck. I don't think Callum Wilson's worried about Chris Wood.
Oh, you could see when Wilson came off, he did not want to come off.
He wasn't happy, was he? And
he wasn't.
So if you haven't seen it, watch it, John. Honestly, I couldn't believe what I heard from Eddie Howe. I thought,
you know what?
I don't think Callum Wilson's worried about Chris Wood, is he?
No, I tell you what, Eddie out, getting Simeone now.
Oh, you're gonna have people on your back now, John, for saying that.
Oh,
right. I'll just clip that for a future Sinclair award now.
Yeah, Sinclair. Yeah. But yeah, I think Newcastle win this game, and I'm going to say 3-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it's going to be tight. I think you need to be patient. I think you probably get 2 late goals in. I'll say Newcastle 2, Brentford 0 for me. I think we'll be solid at the back, and we're going to have to be patient as well, by the way, because Brentford will not make it easy for us at all whatsoever. Ivan Toney will not get space for Botman.
And I back Botman to get a goal on Saturday because he's due one, because he's knocking on that door, John. He's getting closer to opening that door, and I think it may just open on Saturday.
Yeah, I think Burns close as well with that volley he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you what, no, Bolton will get a goal, and I think it's going to be fantastic at the minute. I'm going to do half-term player ratings as well, by the way. I'll probably do that after the Chelsea game, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
He's a Rolls Royce.
He is a Rolls Royce, isn't he? What a player he is, that guy. Newcastle is 3-1 to Newcastle. Leicester will surely let Tielemans walk away on the free in the summer if that means staying in the Prem, rather than losing key players mid-season to confirm relegation. That's a good shout there, Foxy. Mudryk is a name I know. I have a friend in Canada with that last name, and he's Ukrainian as well. So I just brought that, by the way. You never know. 2-1 to Newcastle. Totally could be a handful. That's all right. Coffee. Mudryk at West Ham or Newcastle with a lethal. The guy's class for his age. I tell you, he is quick and skillful. Unsons agree with everything you said there, Tony, mate. And we've got one from Go Father. Big up to you. Tony and Tony, and of course, Jez are a bit for both Mad and Tielemans are loaning back to Leicester and offer they cannot refuse. Would you send them back on loan? If you bought them in January, just say sign them up and then just let them go. Let them go.
No, because if we've got a chance of finishing our top 6, John, you need them players in your team. And against Palace, as I said to you, after that Palace match outside the ground, John, what we were missing was a Maddison in that team that day. And there's no way would send them back. No chance, not on loan. Not a hope in hell's chance. Let them go.
Yeah. Get them relegated.
It'll be another Blackburn, another team that's won the Premier League and is dropping down the league again.
Yeah, I've just got a sneaky feeling that's going to happen, because Leicester fans deserve so much better. They really, really do. But just the Premier League, if you don't perform and you don't get backed, you don't back your manager, this is what happens. Simple as that. ECV ones for use at home, the electric atmosphere of Fowlers up 4-0 to Allen, 3-0 to Sefton. Eddie John, only joking, man. Joke. 4-0 to Newcastle and Miggy, Botman and Byrne for Sefton as well. Before we go on to the next game, Eddie's our king. He sure is. I'm really joking, man. Team playing really well. Big players to come on 3 or more on Saturday. St. Allen, Chewbacca's injured. Wishing out but the best. Hope he does well when he turns of injury. Guess you know where in life, being bitter back minor things. Appreciate the years of solid performances. And know what? Without him and goal, we could have lost games under him as well. And I got a big up for Martin for that as well. 3-0 to Chris Banks as well. Let's go straight on to the next one. This could be game of the day, man. Brighton against Tottenham Hotspur at the Alex. Brighton are doing really well this season under, well, it would have been better, but the Birds of Serby, I'm a big fan of this manager. A lot of people have not heard of this guy. I've heard of him, but he's a Sassuolo. This guy will be destined for the top of the profession. Brighton's got a very good manager in this guy. I think they could cause Spurs all sorts of problems, Tony.
Oh, I think they could as well. Because, look at them against Liverpool. I mean, they went 2-0 up. To be honest with you, by half-time, they probably should have been winning 4-0 against Liverpool. The chances they had. Trossard was a handful. What a player he is. I can see this. I can see Brighton winning this game at the Amex because it's going to be his first game in charge at home. So the fans are going to be up for it, and because the fans are up for it, the players are going to be up for it. There'll be goals in the game. No doubt about that. From both sides, there'll be goals. Mm-hmm. If you're putting a bet on it the weekend, I would say put a bet on both teams to score because that's a knocking bet that's going to happen. I'm going to say 3-2 Brighton.
Good shout. What about you, Tony? Is it Jason? Sorry, Jason. I don't know.
I can be Tony if you want.
He's on the same
wow.
Yeah, that was the exact same score prediction I was going to go for. I was going to go 3-2 Brighton. I think the way Brighton play it's like watching Brentford last season. It's playing really good, attractive football. You actually enjoy watching instead of watching boring Bruce Ball type of football. Spurs, they dominate. They do something, but I don't enjoy watching Spurs. Regardless of how they dominate and the way Conte has them playing, I really don't enjoy watching them play. I think they're they're quite well. They brought someone just so they could have constant penalties and free kicks and everything in Richarlison. I don't see why he's a part of that team. But yeah, it's Brighton for me. The way they play is really good, and they got their home advantage. So with the way that they're playing, it should go one way. But there's definitely going to be goals in the game.
I think so. 3-2, both going 3-2 to Brighton. I'm going to go for full house here. 3-2 to Brighton as well. I'm going to go 3-2 to Brighton. 2-1 to Brighton from Nice Knights. Never drinking again. 3-2 to the Spurs. Brighton 2, Spurs 2. Agree with Tony. I think Brighton do Spurs here. Spurs have a big Champions League game this week too, sadly. Spurs will beat Brighton. And I'm going 3-2 to Brighton as well. I think De Zerbi is going to knock a few hits in the Premier League. I really do. And we'll see what happens in that game. It should be a cracker. Let's go to the next one. It's going to be Crystal Palace against Leeds. That will be a great game, Jason.
Yeah, well, I've got to, let's see, as much as I don't like saying it, but I've got to go for my dad's team there, and he's a Palace supporter. I think Palace will do the job against Leeds. They got a great side. Last season, I thought they spent too much and brought too many players in, like what Forest have done. So they didn't have the time to gel. Now they're gelled. I think Vieira's doing a great job with Palace. I can see Leeds are a good team, but they're just not as dominant as what we're used to seeing from them. I'm going to say 2-1 Palace.
And okay, 2-1 to Palace. How about you, Tony?
Yeah, Leeds are without Sinistera, who got sent off. He's looked good. Sinistera has. They didn't seem to be quite that fluent best yesterday, Leeds, did they? And obviously a draw with Villa. Palace on the bad side at home. It's a tough place to go to, Sellers Park. We've had many a time we've gone down there and not come away winning. So I'm going to say it's going to be won by the odd goal. So I'm going to say 1-0 Palace.
Yep, that's fair enough. I think Palace will due for a win, by the way, as well. I'm going to go 2-1 to Palace in this game. I think Leeds will score, but I think Palace will win the day by 2-1. But Sinistera, what a silly boy, getting sent off, yeah? Not getting back from free kick, getting sent off for that. It's kind of winds us up as well, and I cannot defend anyone who does that. 3-2 to Brighton from Wayne. Great podcast tonight. Been a pleasure to listen tonight. I have got to go now. Keep up the fantastic podcast. Claire, thank you so much indeed. Say hi to Daff. Say hi to Jan, your dad, Snowy, and Daisy the cats as well. So thank you for joining. And mate, I'll be getting on my show very, very soon. Go on.
Thing is, John, if that's why he got sent off for not backing off from a free kick, then surely when you're on a yellow card, the last thing you want to do is get booked for either kicking the ball away or stopping somebody taking the free kick quickly, because that's just a stupid, and it's just a yellow card that doesn't need to be given. So if I was I'm hoping Jesse Marsh has maybe sat him down and said, look, if you ever get a yellow card in the game and you're not happy about somebody getting a free kick and you want to try and stop them, don't walk away, because it's just going to get you another yellow card and sent off. It's stupid. And players should, they should be held accountable for that, really.
I agree, totally agree. I tell you what, if any of our players does get sent off for that sort of thing, I'll be absolutely furious. I cannot defend them at all whatsoever, whoever the player is, don't care. Sinister, silly boy, he looked dangerous for the red card as well. Apparently he did. 1-0 to Palace. Palace will beat Leeds by 2-0. I think Palace are due for a win. 2-1 to Brighton. We'd love to see the anti-football Spurs lose again. Leeds' performance against Villa was great with Mendy for Insomnia last from Chris. 4-0 to the 2 against Brentford as well. That's from win. Let's go on to the next game. It's going to be West Ham against Fulham. And look, West Ham had a good win against Wolves by 2-0. And can they follow up again in the London derby? Fulham will probably have to play without Mitchell. and also Shalaba he's going to be suspended, getting a 3-game ban. They got short firepower front. I can't look any further than West Ham to win by 2-0. 2-0. But Paulino could be back as well. I think it could be. I'm going to say West Ham 2, Fulham 1 in this game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how long Mitrovic will be out for. I mean, that's their stupidity. That's more, as I said last night. It's the stupidity of the manager, Marco Silva.
Yeah,
risking a player who was injured in the first game for Serbia, played in the second game against Norway. So it was like Mitrovic versus Haaland, and Mitrovic scored in that game, and then he came off, and then at the end of the game, you were seen wearing a bandage on his foot. Now that rings alarm bells. If he's got bandage on his foot, and he's had a strap to his foot as well, that tells you the player's not right. So to put him in on Saturday, and he lasted for 35 minutes, if he's out for the next 2 or 3 months, that could be Fulham's season, you know. So because their goals are going to dry up, I can see West Ham winning this game, and I'm going to say 3-1 West Ham because it's at the London Stadium as well.
Absolutely, I think West Ham should follow up with that win, and David Moores will make damn sure that he gets that win as well. Jason.
Do you know, I'm actually going to go for a Fulham win, regardless of their injuries and the player being sent off. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Fulham win. I don't think West Ham have been the best teams so far this season. And the way Fulham have started off the season and done really well, they took the game to Liverpool. They're scoring goals, even though Mitro's their main goal scorer. They could still be a threat, I think. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Fulham.
Okay, I mean, Jason's going 1-0 Fulham. Big up to Jason, and let's hope he gets it right. 2-0 to I Like Coffee. That's West Ham. Straw written all over it. Van Sefton. 2-1 to West Ham from Wayne. Foxy saying West Ham will continue the good form, but again, Europe midweek game could affect them as well. That's very, very true. If you can just go to the European hoodoo, that'll be fine. 2-2 Fulham against West Ham. That's on Aaron as well. Let's go into the next game. This could be a cracking game. And it's going to be Arsenal against Liverpool at the Emirates. That'll be a cracking game, Tony. You know what? This is Arsenal's best chance of beating them. Finally, once and for all. If they win this game, then let's just say Liverpool's title hopes is going to be over.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. It's at the Emirates. At the moment, everybody's targeting Alexander-Arnold because he's got the Maguire about him, the Harry Maguire about him. He's not very good defensively. There was I don't know if you saw the picture go around. I did share it yesterday. Oh, you did, because I shared it yesterday. The picture of Trent with Harry Maguire's face on.
Yeah.
So we've got Harry Alexander-Arnold now, as we call him. And but he is being targeted. Brighton targeted him, and he was absolutely dreadful against Brighton. He's a weak link in that team because he isn't a great defender. Let's be honest, that whole defence hasn't been great. They've leaked a lot of goals this season. Jesus is on fire. Saliba's done well for Arsenal at centre half. He scored a
what
couple
a
goals.
cracking defender he is, man.
So, do you know what? I'm going to say Arsenal's going to roll these over. And I think it'll be 3-1 Arsenal.
Good call. What about you, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool haven't been the best this season. With Trent, what I've noticed and what a few other people have noticed, he's a right back, but when he bursts forward, when the other team start attacking, he is still forward. So Liverpool are always exposed down the right-hand side. I think other teams need to clock onto this and know that Liverpool will be weak down the right-hand side whenever Trent's playing. They mainly use him for his speed and his crossing abilities, so they make him burst up the field. It's just he does not track back. He will not track back. You'll see replays. He's still in the opponent's half, or he's on the halfway line, whilst the other team's still going to be crossing it into the box. that's their weakness there, I think, with Trent. No wonder they're saying that Trippier is a better choice, and there's others in front of him, even though they're moaning about it because they think Trent, he's the name. He needs to be in that. He needs to be in the England squad because he's a name. It's that reputation instead of having the form players. It's like I don't see why Maguire should be in the England squad. He's just a name. But whatever. I think Arsenal will win. I do. I think I've said from when the transfer happened, Jesus is a brilliant type of player for Arsenal. The strikers that they had in Lacazette and Aubameyang, they were good players, but it wasn't that type of player that needed. Now they got Jesus. It's youngster. He's speedy. He knows how to score. He fits that team perfectly. He is one to really keep an eye on and be on the lookout for. So I'm probably going to say 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, you look at it. Arsenal season's been fantastic. They really have to just hit it off right away. They trusted the process, right? And Mateta, again, not my manager, but he's done a brilliant job with Arsenal at this moment in time. And he's going to try and get him a title, but I still think Man City will win the game. They are playing really. Even Granit Xhaka's reborn again, man. That guy is playing his best football career. I can't lie. And Thomas Partey is back to his best as well in the midfield. Those two midfielders sorted. Martinelli's fantastic. He really is. The back four's good. Even Ben White's playing well. Even a right back. You know what I mean? Jesus, that guy is phenomenal. That guy is brilliant. I like this kid. Yeah. Since he left Man City, he's getting games, scoring goals, and he's having fun. Liverpool, Trent is the weak link. They're not Liverpool. They're known. Mo Salah is off form in a minute, guys, as you notice, right? And I tell you what, it will not surprise us if Arsenal win this game. I'm going to go Arsenal 4, Liverpool 2 in this game. Arsenal 4, Liverpool 2. And it's a big call, but I'm going to make it. I'll go Isla Coffee 4-2. Lee Gaiman 4-2 as well to Liverpool. Arsenal, he's changed his mind again. 3-2 to Arsenal. The Allen draw beat a third draw. Liverpool to win 10-0. Wallace is watching. Arsenal beat Liverpool. Midfield. Keep his right sweet, by the way. Arsenal for Liverpool 1. Jesus, phenomenal. It's overall play work creates next level. So Lima looks great too. I'll go with Foxy. 3-1 to Arsenal. Monday Night Football, guys, Leicester Forest. But all I'm saying is I'm talking about is Liverpool. Dear me. 4-1 to Arsenal, going to win.
Sorry, John. Not just what Tanguy's just said there. It really pisses me off, John, because when there's a game on, they're always talking about a bigger team like Liverpool and how bad they were and how this has happened, how that's happened. And I'm not being funny, but when you're having a build up to a game, you should be talking about the game that's on TV.
Thank you, Tom.
Previous games. And the thing is, it's happened to us, John. When we were playing a 2:00 game, they were talking about the 4:30 game. And you're like, hang on a minute, talk about the 2:00 game first. And that really does pee me off.
Yeah, there's countless times you have a Newcastle game on. They'll talk about the game for 10 minutes, and then the next hour they're talking about the self-proclaimed Big Six.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Do you know what it is, right? It's a game between Leicester against Forest. Don't talk about what happened on the weekend, for goodness sake. Talk about the build-up to the game, because that's all I want to see. Yeah? Simple as that. Like, say Newcastle play Chelsea next month, right? They can talk more Chelsea than us, yeah? Put the respect on our name. That's all you got to do. We're having a good season. We lost one game this season. Couple draws in there. Yes, turn those draws into wins. We'll be up there, let me tell you. And Eddie Howe's done an amazing job for us, 110%. Jesus will be used up. We already have the Pope and St. Max. That's from Chris. But Jesus, honestly, man, he has been fantastic. I can't lie. Sky Sports can change the name to Big Six TV. Exactly. Change to the Big Six TV. Then we know what's all about. It's the Premier League, the best league in the world. Really? Oh dear. They do the same with us. They always say how bad one of the Big Six players instead of how well the team that beat them did. Exactly. Totally agree. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 0. Klopp sack Bruce in. That's an Allen.
He's getting big town jobs, isn't he?
Yes, he's getting into some big jobs, isn't he? Bruce, isn't he? My God. Maybe Fiona Bruce, but not Steve Bruce, by the way. Let's be real. Let's be honest with it.
Probably do a better job than Steve Bruce, to be honest with you.
I tell you, I totally agree, man. Even Claire in the chat earlier could do a better job. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho.
He's only waiting for West Brom so he can get his Brucey bonus.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not.
He'll get those pearly whites shined again.
Yeah, and he'll get his money so he can go and buy his kebabs and his Greg sausage rolls and his bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Exactly. Unbelievable. We're going to the last game, right? Did I say 4? Yeah, 4-2. And the last we're going to go to is Everton versus Man United. And I'll tell you what, United need to bounce back very, very quickly. Otherwise, they're going to be in serious trouble. I mean, they're not going to get top 4. I'll start with you, Jason.
Well, I'm one to have Everton go down, but they have been so lucky this season. The results that they're getting, I don't know how they are doing it. I just really want them to go down.
Not now, they won't.
Man United, I said from the off, I don't think Ten Hag is the right fit. I mainly watch Eredivisie. I mainly watch Bundesliga. So his style does not fit Man United. Yes, they're getting some results, but I don't think he is the right fit for that club. I'd say Man United to win because I don't want Everton in the Premier League anymore. I want them to finally suffer that relegation. I'd go 3-0 Man United.
3-0 Man United. Chester, please thank you very much indeed. Listen to Chester. Always thought City were great at selling Jay Susie. He could fit in well on the left side of the Grealish. Erling Haaland, selling Sterling Scarlett. Sean is poor level at Chelsea. He's not hit it off at Chelsea yet, Sterling, I'm not going to lie. Steve Bruce is tactical genius. He thinks 5 subs. It's long. 5 subways.
John.
Focus. Go on.
Yeah. By the way, Everton Man U's not the last game of the weekend because next Monday night, it's Forest at home to Villa.
Got to comment on that one in a bit. Thank you very much indeed. I knew that sort of thing. I should have known better. I think if Macy's watching, I should be sacked with fly throughs. You got Wednesday on Barcelona Sky on Wednesday too. Looking after their Man U connection with Bruce. Deary me. Can see a one Everton win with Gordon Goal. Onana, great. I tell you what, Onana, he has been absolutely fantastic this season. He's been brilliant for Everton. Big up, Cole. You're welcome, my guy. You're welcome anytime. Bounce back ability for Man U, 2-1. I hate both close. I say I don't guess Nils is written all over it. Everton 2, United 2. Lampard's improved a lot. I'm not going to lie. I can see a giant boost supposed to be unveiled. I cop in as the unveiled boost is the new coach. Brilliant. Everton 1, Man U 1. Love to see the reaction of the United fans at full time. 4-1 to Man United. Tony, Everton, Man U.
Yeah. Well, last season, Everton at home with their fans in that Gladys Street end, which everybody knows about the way they go on. They seem to pull off results better at home than they do away. Man U haven't been great. They've got through some games where they've been, I think, lucky to win. I'm going to say Everton will win this 1-0. I've just got a feeling it's going to be a 1-goal swing, and I think it'll be Everton, and I think it'll be 1-0 Everton.
I think it's going to be a tough one, yeah. It's going to be a tough one between those two. I'm going to go draw in this game. I'm going to go 1-each draw in this game. I really do. I just think this game go out. Everton, one of the draw specialists in the league. Man, you need to stop the defeat there. That would demoralise them. What happened at the Etihad as well? Haaland giving a Haaland bashing, by the way. But 1-each for me.
And while we're talking Man United, do you know what? I just want to share this, John, because I think this was absolutely brilliant from an ex-Chelsea striker. Was a legend in his day for Chelsea. So this guy here, David Speedy, I like what he's put on. It's how I felt when he left me out the 86 World Cup squad. Long may it continue.
Wow.
And I thought, what a legend. That was absolutely class, that. David Speedy.
Speedy. He was good running at the time. He was good in the day.
He was a good striker, but yeah, you can, because Ferguson sitting there glum after the Man U are 4-0 down, and yeah. And to continue, absolutely brilliant. Well done, David. That is class, isn't it, though, John? I thought I'd just have to put that on there.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much.
I'm surprised that you didn't go for a win, John, because it's Man United.
Hey!
He's wearing blue today.
Yeah, he's wearing the Chelsea home kit, isn't he?
No. No. It looks like it, but it's not. It's just a colour. I do like colours, by the way. Last one, like I said, Forest Villa. And for me, I think Forest need to get some points out of the game. Aston Villa has not been great this season at all, whatsoever. But I can see this being goals in this game. I'm going to go 2-2 in this game. Tony?
I think, it's at the City ground, so it's not an easy place to go. West Ham found that out. And the fans will be on the side for Forest, especially if they win tonight against Leicester, which is what I predict. I can see Forest winning this one because I can't see Villa getting anywhere near it, to be honest with you. I'm going to say 2-0 Forest.
Was it 2-0 Forest?
Yeah, 2-0, John. Yeah, Forest.
Fair enough. Before we get Jason's comments, going to say they got to stay till the end of the reaction, don't they? And Man said 4-1. It's David Steele, formerly SCDs, played for Chelsea, Liverpool, Blackburn as well, mate. As much as we all expect Lampard to get sacked at some point, it's actually Gerrard clinging on to his job. I think he's gone if they lose to Forest. Playing for the 10 men yesterday, they looked absolutely clueless. They did. Someone said on Paul Shaw yesterday that they saw John leaving the Etihad at half-time.
Oh, that was you sneaking out, was it, John?
No, so it was you with the hood up, creeping out there.
With his red shirt on.
Absolutely done. It was poor, wasn't it? Absolutely poor. I've seen the tweets for United, by the way. Let's be real. Not good. Not good.
Red on his hat.
You was an unused sub there, wasn't you, John? I think I saw you warming up at some point.
Wow. I've seen people having a go. I've seen the United ladies who I follow had to go up Paul as well, didn't they? But I had to step in and say that it's not true. But not me. I was in here. It's been proof. I was doing the shoot at 4 o'clock, so how can I go to the match? There you go.
Yeah.
It was brilliant seeing those United fans walking out at half-time. How the tables have turned. Self-entitled lot deserved.
You were the left back, weren't you, John?
Yeah. In the dressing room.
You were doing your left back in the dressing room doing the show.
Wow. Can you believe that? I tell you what, they better win the Europa League or to get back into the big time, but I can't see them.
Who's that?
Man, they need to win. If they want to get in the Champions League, they need to win the Europa League.
No, they don't.
They need to win. Oh, they need to win.
They need to win it.
Oh, come on, John.
That's words from a fan, isn't it?
Yeah, he's showing his red colours again, isn't he?
That's what we can do because they're not winning a title for a long time. They will not win a title for years and years and years. There's no way they won't.
We'll win it before them.
We will. You're right. Correct.
Jimmy O'Hara said that, and he got looked at by Laura Woods, and she gave him a funny look as if to say, "Are you for real?" And he went, "Yes, I am for real." Actually, he says, "Yeah, Newcastle win the title before Man United."
We'll win it before them. Don't worry about that. And we probably beat them in a couple of weeks' time anyway. That team's not that great. If we don't beat them, the worst United team in years, then we've got a problem. Villa 2-0, 2-1 Forest. Villa are third pool. Watch their last 2 matches. Forest 2-0 win. Got to go, people. You take care, Sefton, mate. Watch what you're doing, mate. 2-1 the Villa, 2-1 Forest, 3-1 the Man U. Leicester will smash fast and need all their police players look so disjointed. Leicester 3-1 Barnes and Valerie 2. Villa are struggling to score goals. That is the big problem. Big problem there. So what are you going for, Tony and Jason, please? He said Forest Villa.
2-0 Forest.
And 2-0 Forest. And Jason?
Forest's only downfall is that they signed like too many bloody players. But yeah, I'll go 1-0 Forest.
Fair enough. I'm going to say 2-2 each there. And I think it'll be an open game as well. So that's it for that. Who's going to be guaranteed goal scorer, Tony? Guaranteed goal scorer.
I said Haaland last weekend. Last weekend I was right, wasn't I? I'm going to stick with Haaland again.
Fair enough. And Jason, who's going to be your guaranteed goal scorer?
Callum Wilson, obviously.
Callum Wilson, yeah, against Bournemouth, probably. For me, I could easily say Haaland as well, but I'm going to go with Jesus. I'm going to go with Jesus this weekend. We all know Haaland's going to score, but I'm going to go with Jesus for Arsenal, guaranteed as well. And just got more comments as well. Fuller struggling to score goals. Who will replace Rodgers if he goes tonight? For me, I think Sean Dyche's name's going to be linked. Steve Bruce could be. But for me personally, I'm going to go with Sean Dyche. Guaranteed goal scorer, Haaland or Miggy, one of the two. So we're going to wrap up there, guys. And what we do, right, just to let you know, Jason, can you tell us where we can find you, please, on your socials, mate?
Well, it was formerly Keeping It Tuned, but now it's Deadly Nightmare, just gaming channel now over on YouTube. Yeah. I'm now pushing forward to looking to get 300 subs, where I'm then going to be doing a charity live stream for about 24 hours.
Good, man. 24 hours live stream. Good for you, man, and good luck. Good luck to you, mate. And just not just Tony, what about you? Where can we find you on your socials, mate? And
so you can find me down there on Twitter at TonyTooney31. Give me a follow and I'll follow you back. Also, brand new website which has been going a few weeks now. It's called www.northwestmags.com. Check it out. Plenty on there. There's a gallery with pictures on. You've got the podcasts on there. Pete's just been added to that growing list. You've got a forum on there where you can have talks with like-minded fans and discuss things. Just have a look, have a good browse. It's a really nice site, and it's been going a few weeks now. And it was created by Sefton, who's been in the chat tonight.
Absolutely big up. Brilliant website as well. Go and check it out, people. Right, leave your comments in there as well. Be kind to Sefton as well, by the way, as well. So, just going to do a few comments. I won't have Ian Holloway backlinks boost. That's a fancaster on. Right, I like coffee. Take care, mate. Great show, Chris. Thank you, Chris. In fact, I'd rather have you, Jonathan, Steve Bruce. Absolutely. Thank you so much indeed. And thanks for your kind words again. So, guys, thanks for coming on. And if you like the video, like what you see, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Also, you'd like super chats, click on $sign. You can still do it through the thanks option as well. You can still do that. Just give what the channel is worth, please. And if you'd like to become a member of John Sinclair TV, then click on the join button. It's just 99p. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming on. And back tomorrow, a call with the fan forum tomorrow night at it's going to be around about 7 o'clock. I should be on Leicester Till I Die channel for the cruise at 9 o'clock, on Mercy's channel on Thursday, and I'm going to get told to do my live match preview for the Brentford game. We're going to work it out as well. So thank you so much indeed, chats. Thanks so much, guys. Don't go away. Just quick chat. Until then, whatever you decide to do, have a fantastic evening. Whatever you decide to do, enjoy the Leicester versus Forest game, and good luck, and it's goodbye.